Hello, my beautiful Aries. I just got finished doing your reading, your general energy over the next few weeks, and I wanted to tap into your love situation. Now, some of those cards that I had pulled aside for your general reading, there was a few cards about love in there, and there were really a lot of indicators of you possibly being put into some sort of a love relationship where maybe there was a lot of arguing, not seeing eye to eye, not being able to communicate how you felt or your feelings, or vice versa, the other person. So it created tension and that sort of 5 energy, which can be like a roller coaster ride. There also in your cards, we also saw the 5 of Wands, which could have indicated that there was some sort of competition in the way, in the scenario. So we're about to find out. I just pulled some cards for your love situation, whatever your love situation is, and we're about to get into that. So Aries, if you want to find out about your love situation, find a nice spot where you can relax so that you can receive, and hit that like, share, and subscribe button, please, and thank you. It helps your girl's channel continue to grow. I really do appreciate that. And now we're about to get into your reading. Happy birthday, Aries, by the way. This is about love. So show us. I just finished your general reading, and I was like, Spirit, what is going on with Aries and their connection or their love situation? What's going on with that? So let's find out. All right. So we're starting with the Oracle, and then we'll get a few cards from the tarot. The first card out is no second thoughts. Second thoughts in reverse. So maybe somebody has already resolved in their head that I'm not going to give this situation a second thought, a second chance. Remember, in your general reading, we saw the 6 of Cups. Somebody wanting to possibly spin the block and reconcile, give it another college try, whatever, or that could have been you, but there are no second thoughts or maybe second chances. And then I've got always with me in reverse. So I feel like there is definitely a separation here for you, Aries, but somebody has the other person on their mind, though. All right, so yeah. All right, let's find out more. Okay, the romance deck. Now, this is a romance deck from your general reading. These are all the cards that came out for your general reading. All right, and we had these are probably not in order like I had them, but let me see, where did I start at? Oh yeah, here we go. Somebody was going to reach out. Somebody wants to spin the block. This could be a reconciliation, a person of interest. I didn't see this card before. Love yourself first. I think I picked up some extra cards. Pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the red flags, Aries. Free yourself, maybe from the past. A soulmate is coming your way. But this twin flame, it could be a twin flame, or maybe this twin flame soulmate is in the way of your actual soulmate, because your actual soulmate is this fierce love, this fierce, passionate love. So this twin flame who wants to circle the block, possibly, they may be blocking your blessings of your real soulmate coming in and swooping you off your feet. All right. Clarifying your love situation. I've got love's disguise. We did see a card referencing somebody wearing a mask in your general reading. I'm just trying to see if I can find the card. No. Wait a minute. No, I can't find the card right now, but There was a reference in your general reading, somebody that could not be trusted, somebody that might be creating illusions, but the sun energy was going to reveal what was hidden. All right. And somebody was wearing a mask. It says, love's disguise. Go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. You need to see this person's authentic self. And for a lot of you, this is somebody who is wearing a mask and creating illusions for you. And you may be falling for it. Flight plan. Sometimes things fall apart for better things to come along. That is a true statement. Some things fall apart for better things to come along. All right, Aries. And the message that was in the crossing energy, which is very, very strong energy, is somebody might be hanging on. Somebody might be hanging on. We saw the Four of Pentacles, somebody not wanting to let go in your general reading. This is in the crossing. Somebody not wanting to let go, somebody trying to hang on. And we also did see that you need to be open or remain open here. And on the other side of this card, it says be open and receptive, embracing new beginnings with an eager heart. Yes, you're starting new beginnings. Even if that old person circles the block, a lot of you might go back to this person, but a lot of you have already decided that you are not going to go backwards. Okay? All right, so what happened? What is the shadow side of this love situation? All right. Okay. And also I wanted to show you this. In your reading, some of you, Aries, have lost faith in spirit, lost trust in spirit. That's why the star card was in the reverse. All right. And this is saying, this reminds me of the star card. It says, trust in the universe's plan and follow your heart. Have faith. Renew your faith, Aries. So what was some of the shadow side of this connection? Well, maybe somebody was a sneaky snake. Maybe they created illusions and they weren't being authentic. All right, maybe they're being slick like this snake. There is no starting over for some of you. Starting over in the reverse. No starting over. Nope, 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 nope. Somebody is tired of this whole scenario because somebody was two-faced, not being authentic, not being real, wearing a mask, okay? All right, so Spirit, just give us a few cards touching on the energy that we just saw. And also I wanted to show you this. You guys might have been mirroring each other. And we just saw the twin flame card in one of these decks, the twin flame recognition. Twin flame soulmates are the hardest because of this mirroring. We mirror what's good and we mirror what's bad. And that can create conflict, okay? Because sometimes we don't want to see our shadow side. All right. All right, Holy Spirit. So what's happening with Aries in this love relationship? What's the current energy of this love relationship? What's this? All right, we've got the moon. We've got the Two of Swords, which you had in your general reading. The Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Paying attention to your intuition, being tapped in and tuned in. Because this moon energy, you're going to get clarity from this moon energy. Because a lot of people hide under this moon energy. Alright? And so the truth will be revealed. What's hidden. But in the meantime, don't lose faith. Reconnect to spirit. And trust your intuition. Some of you are at this crossroads trying to decide, do I stay? Do I go? Do I circle the block? Do I not? About this whole situation, some of you are not sure. Rely on that intuition, those messages from spirit to guide you as far as this connection is concerned. Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to sweep you off your feet. Somebody wants to sweep you off your feet with this Knight of Cups. Romance you. Alright? Love on you. Knight of Wands. Yeah, but you know what? This Knight of Wands sometimes is called the fuck boy or the fuck girl card. Somebody who's there for a good time but not a long time. Alright? So something to think about. Alright? Something to think about. And what's at the bottom? Well, show us, Holy Spirit, what is the final resolution for Aries in this love situation? Show us the final resolution. Just a few cards. What's on the bottom? Two of Pentacles. Maybe you're weighing your options. Maybe you're weighing your options before you make a decision. Alright, show us what the final outcome is. Page of Cups. Page of Wands. One more. 10 of Cups. A new offer of love coming your way. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups could also be an apology. If this is somebody coming back from the past, it could be also somebody coming back to say, I'm sorry about what happened, blah, 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 blah. A new offer of passion or a renewal of passion here. And you know, for this 10 of Cups, I feel like maybe you want to start new, brand new, new love, new passion, so that you can work towards this 10 of Cups. Happy life, happy connection. Everybody's happy, okay? All right, Holy Spirit, thank you. Yeah, so you might refuse cups that are being offered to you because you may not only still be healing from this past situation, but being very, very particular or picky about whose cup you accept. This could be Spirit's way of also saying, be picky about which cups you accept into your life, because we don't need this to happen anymore or again. 3 of Swords. Okay? That's heartbreak. And one more. Yeah. Be like this magician. Use all of the elements available to you to manifest exactly the mate that you want, need, and deserve. Okay? And don't let somebody coming back from the past who might not have treated you well before spin the block. I've done that before. It was a major fucking mistake. Don't ever do it. I had the worst luck as soon as I made the decision to accept this person back into my life, and I have never gone backwards. This is my one and only time. Everything that could go wrong started going wrong. I don't know, maybe that was my karma for making that decision. And I just felt like I was going backwards, and I had to literally end that relationship in order to regain myself back. So, Aries, one last message about the situation. It says, you are giving too many fucks, and you need to give 0 about this and start brand new. You already know what that chapter is about. Start new. Yeah, you have this fearless soulmate coming towards you, and don't let this other person block your blessings, and don't sabotage yourself and block your blessings either. Okay? All right, so I hope that helped. Thank you so much, Aries. All the way from the ATL. Peace.